Let's see if we can figure out why the cost of home insurance is going up. So, first, let's just look at some information. So, did you know that dog bites account for more than one third of homeowners' insurance liability claim dollars paid out? They represented a significant portion of the total claims cost, amounting to over $1 billion. So that's a lot of money that these insurance companies have to pay out for dog bites. What else do we know about this? In 2022, they paid out over $1 billion in dog-related injury claims. The average cost being $64,555. This reflects a significant increase in with dog bite claims. So this is a significant increase too. So you know that the insurance companies are paying attention to this. If something that they have to pay out is becoming higher and higher and higher, they have people that make $100,000 a year that are looking at these numbers way deeper than I can look at just on my laptop. So what does this mean for everybody else that pays house insurance? All these dog owners making stupid financial decisions for this expensive pet. Well, one of the things insurance companies will do is raise the rates because they got to cover payouts from claims. If they're paying out more and more and more piles of cash for dog owners that can't keep their dogs under control, man's best friend, right? Well, they have to manage their financial risk. Read this right here. Manage their financial risk. So dog owners are creating a financial risk for insurance companies with these increasing payouts, which means everybody that has home insurance is going to have to pay for it. Any insurance company that is paying out more and more money for these jackass dogs that like to sink their teeth into toddlers, well, the whole country pays for it. Anybody that's paying for home insurance, people that are renting their homes out to other people, they have to pay for this insurance too, because they're going to have a pet-free house if they want to rent their house out. And pet insurance won't pay for it. So the homeowners are the ones going to get hit with all this stuff. Let's just go back to 2021. Look at these numbers, guys. Dog-related injuries accounted for $881 million in homeowners' liability claims, with over 18,000 claims filed. It's a significant financial impact from incidents involving dogs on the road and other related situations. So that's a summary of some of the dogs that get free from the house and then they cause a road accident. And this is from progressive.com. So this is also affecting stuff outside the home. Your dog gets loose, causes an accident, or gets killed, or gets its legs busted or ribs caved in. Well, now the homeowner insurance is also going to have to pay for that type of stuff. So this isn't just like at the home. This is out in the community, which means that police officers and ambulances and other things that are set up to help traffic safety that the taxpayers pay for, they're getting their taxpayer dollars wasted on these stupid dogs. And the most common home insurance payouts related to pets are for dog bites. I mean, so we're talking about like traffic problems and other stuff like that. But the main thing is the dog is biting somebody and the homeowner has to pay for it. So this is not man's best friend. This is man's most insurance payout pet that goes around biting other humans. Or in some of the cases, it's also they bite or kill another dog. And so then the home insurance has to pay for the vet bills and all that. But look at this. This cost insurers $900 million in 2021. $900 million? Wow. So these insurance companies, guys, if I can look this stuff up on the internet, if I can hear this stuff in conversations when I ask people about this, I know some people that have home insurance and have had similar situations. If I can figure this out, the number crunchers at the insurance company, they're looking at this and it's like, they're not going to be able to escape this because we're in a dog worshipping country. So they're going to have to raise their rates or go bankrupt or, ask the government to step in and bail them out with taxpayer money. So this is like a whole socialized insurance. Everybody has to pay for this, and we're being forced to pay for it. Another thing about this issue with the payouts, it's non-disclosure agreements. So many of these cases, these payouts, like with the police dogs that maul people, and then the cities have to pay $50,000, $100,000. People will sign non-disclosure agreements. So you're not going to be able to just like go look this up very easily or hear about it, because people out in public, your local bus driver, your local postal service guy that got bit by a dog, or whatever, parents that their kids are attacked by dogs and they get a big payout, they sign non-disclosure agreements. So you're not going to hear about it. So a lot of times when I talk about this situation, other dog owners that I'm talking to, they'll say something like, well, we never heard about nothing like that. We never experienced that. We don't know about that. That can't be right. Dogs are the best thing ever. Well, no, they're not. They freaking attack and kill your fellow humans. And people often sign non disclosure agreements after these payouts happen. So just because you, as a dog owner, you never heard about this, that doesn't mean anything. It's being hidden from you via non disclosure agreements. And so, like I was mentioning about insurance companies, look at this, guys. The cost of homeowner insurance has significantly increased, with premiums rising by an average of 24% from 2021 to 2024, and some states experience even higher increases. How much you want to bet me those states are some of the most dog-loving states? Because that's where all of these higher dog bite insurance payouts are going to come from. So, of course, the insurance companies are going to raise their rates and make all of their policyholders pay a little bit more so that they can afford to pay out people that are attacked by dogs. Yeah, so we are like in a socialized country with this dog culture, making everyone freaking pay for these, jackass, irresponsible freaking dog owners that are more and more just like brain dead. They think they got their dog a vaccine, they got him the training, and they're good to go. They'll just stare at their phone all day, and while their dog runs around off leash, causing problems, and making insurance companies pay out billions of dollars. So, why would I bring up socialism? Because it's like our country is moving towards socialism. They're making the whole country pay for everybody else. So many people are upset that we're paying money for immigrants or welfare recipients or drug addicts that get government care. But you don't realize dog culture creates a huge, huge expense across the government, private industries, everything else. And in socialism, everyone contributes to the collective insurance system, which helps cover the healthcare costs of the entire population. So we all have to contribute to this insurance by paying higher premiums. We have to contribute to all of the public services that have to come when a dog bite happens. The police, social services, the emergency room, all the surgeries and everything that has to happen. Some of it ends up getting covered by people's medical coverage that we have to pay for too. So it's just like socialism. Everybody contributes to the collective system. We're all paying for this nasty habit of dog ownership. And, like I said before with the non-disclosure thing, right now this is where most people are like, no, 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 that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because a good portion of it is just signed under non-disclosure. So you're not going to know about it. You're going to sit at home petting your dog, thinking everything's cool, pushing out propaganda on your Facebook page about how great dogs are, and that contributes to this problem. And pet insurance is part of this too, because like about 40% of pet insurance claims are just denied. It's like a huge freaking waste of money, in my opinion. I shared some of this in one of my other videos, but you would think that pet insurance would cover these bites, but it doesn't. So not only do you have to have home insurance, but you have to have pet insurance. And pet insurance claims have increased significantly, more than 17% since 2021. So these dogs that everybody thinks is man's best friend, they're just hammering these insurance companies. They're just pounding these insurance companies with claim after claim after claim, denied claims, payoffs. So this is a lot of paperwork, a lot of processing. Even if you don't get a payoff, the insurance company has to deal with all these goofy, misinformed pet owners that allow their dogs to cause all types of problems. We have all of these nonprofit organizations set up to supposedly educate dog owners. Yet more and more dog owners are just brain dead. They're brain dead to the risk. They're brain dead to the liability and everything else. And look at this. Dog bite claims cost 1.6 billion in 2024, rising 86% in 10 years. Do you think the insurance companies are aware of this little bit of information? Of course they are. They're probably monitoring it every second. They probably have an artificial intelligence cost to benefit thing running in their computer server, telling them exactly how much they need to raise the rates if they want to keep paying out for these nasty dogs. So let me show you some of the specific language that an insurance company would use when they raise rates for everybody. So home insurance companies raise rates to cover payouts from claims as they perceive an increased risk while when claims are filed. So increased risk, yeah, more dogs equals more risk for the insurance company. It's simple. I mean, it's like kindergarten math. But look at this part right here, the frequency and severity. Frequency and severity of claims can significantly influence how much rates increase. So remember that what I just said, frequency and severity. That's how they're going to decide to raise rates. That's how they're going to decide to add, exclusions to people's policy. So, are the frequency and severity of dog bites increasing? Yes. PubMed right here. Dog bites are increasing in frequency and severity. I mean, this is readily accessible information. If you can use a little bit of creativity and search the internet, or go into some of these websites like PubMed and search for the people and the studies that are being done about dog bites. Yeah. Rising dog maulings in two central Texas cities. Dog bite statistics. Attacks are increasing. Of course, they're going to look at this one right here. This is so funny. They say right here, look at this. As the temperatures rise, they're going to say it's because of global warming. Big surprise. But yeah, it's all about the frequency and severity. So as these ridiculous dog owners own more and more dogs, more people get attacked. The insurance companies that are handling all of this, they can see all this stuff that I'm showing you guys, and they're going to make you all pay. They have to, or they're going to have to shut down as they pay out, millions of dollars or billions, whatever those numbers we were that we looked at. It's freaking double car garages full of freaking money for these dog attacks. So yeah, that has been a look at our socialized insurance, all because of we live in a country full of dog worship. See you guys later.